I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Three. Six the Eagles.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a return will stop right around the 25. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chandler. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. You look at this Bears defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I lost count of the number of turnovers they were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18.
Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Chandler will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The Bears at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
These 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. They'll go again with Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, Ken. All right.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Fields. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Ball again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hall again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now Fields.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Fields. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Moore, the man in motion.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go, Zach. Hey, Ken.
Moore, the man in motion.
Right.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
To throw is Fields.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Fields.
Throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields.
Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, it changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Go! Check smash, check smash.
They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now it's Fields. And this one too low.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Give to Hall running right.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Here we go.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Tonight.
He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurry, 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 go.
2nd and 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score a big 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready, set. Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, Ken.
Fields on first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the moment.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hurry!
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go, set.
Here's Hall again. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now he'll escape to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
On the set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. One play action, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Pioneer. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.